Yeah, we're back here. So, um, my fault. I keep getting all this other stuff, right? Anyway, so like I was saying, what were you going to do to have like an immediate impact on, Philly and all the violence and this stuff? To start with the rappers, but elaborate on that.
Like, I feel like people are just like what you hear is what you become. Like, honestly, if you're listening to that every day, you're gonna think like you're gonna get desensitized to it in a way. So
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna see the real diligence of how impactful that is. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
really killing somebody. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's becoming desensitized now. It's like kids are doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Nah, that's definitely true, man. Rest in peace, PNB Rock too, man. That joint was crazy. See stuff like that happen. It just
Yeah.
makes you see it. It's like short, man. He's 30 years old. You know what I mean? So you gotta definitely have an impact while you're here. Keep it positive as much as possible. And even then, you still don't know what can happen. So I know when it froze and stuff like that, you kind of talk about what you really wanted to do. So what is it that you really want to do right now?
Right now, I'm in school to study cannabis. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like real fascinated with that field just because I noticed it's not a lot of research being done with cannabis because it's still a Schedule One drug, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it is. A Schedule One drug is a drug that has no medicinal benefits.
Mm-hmm.
That's heroin, crystal meth, and what like the most harmful drugs you could think of, basically. That's where
That's
cannabis
dope.
is. And me being me, I want to be able to research that, like, and change the narrative on that. And not only
Mm-hmm.
that, in terms of business, that's really like a multi-billion-dollar industry that hasn't even taken off. It's only legal in what, 11 states? So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a lot of potential in that business.
Okay, so how do you plan on first of all, what inspired you to even get into cannabis?
I've been doing a lot of research, bro, and it's the cannabis industry is kind of rigged right now because if you look at it, every race is using drugs at the same rate.
Hmm.
Black people only make up 13% of the population, but 40% of the people in jail for drug related crimes. So it's a little of a disconnect, like being a person of color, but honestly, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I feel like if I put in the work enough, I can get to anywhere. So
Yeah,
I just want to establish myself as far as I can and build off that, you know?
yeah, nah, and to that statistic, um, I believe that is because the jail and the prison system is modern day slavery.
Big
So that's why, because they can pay people, 10 cents an hour or something like that to do all this stuff, pick cotton or do whatever all they got to let them do. And
facts.
that's why, you know, African American people make up most of that population.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that is.
Right, bro. And the craziest thing I heard about that, they were saying like the relationship between police and black people have been in our DNA for many years. And that's a fact. Like it didn't hit me until they said that. The reason
Yeah.
we have police is because of slave patrol. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's kind of crazy if you think about it, you know?
It is because it's like now it's like they're trying to modernize and basically modernize slavery. For honestly, it's like the slavery now. Okay, now we got the prison. We're gonna give them a number now. You know what I mean? They're gonna be
Exactly.
10 cents an hour. Then the cops were slave patrol. Now they're actually police officers. Which, to be honest with you, a lot of people think that police officers doing all this stuff like that or they're supposed to protect them. That's actually not their job though. Their job is actually to protect. Hold on, I can look up the definition right now and give it to you. Hold on, pause.
Yeah.
Bro, nah, because it's like people think it's their job is to serve and protect, um, but it's something else. Hold on, I got you. Uh, hold on. dang, I forgot, where's this joint at? It was like for them to protect and serve, but not the people. It's public, like corporations and stuff like that. So they're meant to protect and serve, like, like for example, someone breaking into like Walmart or something. That's their job to come do that. Their job is not to protect, actual, like us. They're not. Their job's not to do that. That's why you have to protect yourself. You know, what I mean, you got to keep that thing on you. But I'm saying like them, their job is literally protect like large corporations. That's the whole reason for a police officer. So when people are like, "Oh, this is your job. You're supposed to do this," that's not their job. Their job is actually to protect large corporations. But that comes down to really thinking about what it. Yeah, I mean, like you gotta do your research. You know what I mean, I'm not over here to tell anybody what's going, what's not going. Yeah. So that's really what I had to say as far as that, though. But you said that you feel like cannabis was painted in a negative light. Why do you think that is?
And in a negative light in terms of us as Black people, or just as a whole?
Because you said you feel like cannabis was painted in a negative light, and you're trying to basically get it out of that way, so that way we can get it out of that type of light that it's painted, so that you can start to actually create your business from it.
Because the way it's going, it's like cannabis is a schedule. The government listed it as a Schedule 1 drug, and I've watched many documentaries, read books on this, and the people that there's researchers that are trying to push the legalization of this because this is a drug that can actually cure cancer. This is a drug that can actually change a person's like pathways and change like addictions and stuff like LSD.
Mm-hmm.
People with very bad addictions, like people who have smoking cigarettes just off one dosage of LSD. And I feel like cannabis it's just rigged, It's just too rigged. I feel like it's too much potential for growth. It's like something so beneficial that we don't want to use. I don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, a lot of people are still making money off of it. Like I've noticed, I just learned the other day, John Boehner, our former Speaker of the House, he made, I think, 350 million off his investments just last year alone.
Mm-hmm.
Other states, bro.
Yeah, that joint is gonna be a big name, especially when they make it legal. It's like now people can really do their thing.
So it's weird because most of the advocates for pot now are representatives. So it's like kind of confusing, but
They see a growing market. They're trying to take advantage of it now that it's like, yeah.
Fast crop. So I feel like with more research and over time, people will realize like weed isn't just for hippies. Weed is actually something you can use. Like, what's wrong with you? You need medicinal purposes. Like, this comes from the earth. A lot of pharmaceuticals are made in a lab. So why not utilize what's natural?
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Nah, man. So you put a lot of information out here about, cannabis, different ways to impact Philly and the youth and all the violence that's happening over there. If you had to leave one piece of advice for the audience, what is it? What would you leave, or what would you say?
Go and learn. The one thing I've learned like recently is just be a stickler for information. Just keep learning, like grasping the information, because that's going to get you farther. It's going to make you question your beliefs and things you've been taught.
And that level of skepticism.
Everything, bro. Question everything. Don't believe what something says right there. You go find your own research. You know what I mean? Like, reading is beneficial. Reading is fundamental. Always read. Definitely, like, take it from me, man. Just keep reading.
No, that's all cool. That's all cool, bro. So if people want to, reach out to you when you get back into that see no evil, or, once you grow this $1 million cannabis company, how can they reach out to you for any advice or tips or anything?
Just shoot me a DM on my Instagram, _Ibrahim 1S. I'm open. I'm really easy to talk to, you know. I don't discriminate. Everybody, I talk to everybody.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you, brother, for hopping on here, man. And anybody that's thank you, no problem, bro. Anybody that's listening to this or watch this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share this, comment below, do whatever you got to do. And if you're listening to this on any podcast channel, 5 stars, man, definitely. I want you guys to keep killing the day, and remember, you pray for marketing like this. Copy, got out.